All right, guys, I'm super excited. Something finally showed up. It's been about a month and a half. Let's do a little unboxing. Now, we never can have enough unboxings, right? Every one of us is so excited when something comes in. It's just nice to showcase how it's packaged, how it arrives. All right, so I just went through and I did cut the tape off this guy, so send our packaging on the way. Try to get a little breezy so I can get some of it in here. Alright. Now, one of the reasons I went with this machine is for this radio option right here. Boom. I am so excited to get into this guy right here. I've heard some good things about that radio. A lot of packing. Empty oil bottle that had a little bit of oil in it. Alright, now I'm just going to get some of this packing out of here and I'll show you guys how this thing's secured in here. No packing. You guys are like, I can't see a thing. I know. Alright. Just snagging on some of the details right there. Let's see, that looks good there. Let's pull some of the side packing out here. Yeah, I got a little bit of oil here. That's alright. I'll show you guys what this looks like right out of the gate here. That out of there. Alright. And let's see. I'm going to pull this piece out too. Alright. Maybe this one. Yeah. Get that out of there too. That's pretty. I like that. Alright. And let's get that one too. And that one. Okay. Alright. So everything's nice and exposed right there. Sweet. Okay. Here we go. Dun dun dun! The beast has arrived. Oh, this thing's a monster. So that's how it's packed. So it looks like we got a wire right here that we gotta snip and get rid of. That holds that on. Keep that from coming out. So looks like lights on there. These will be bright, I guarantee it. Those are awesome lights. Oh yeah. So that's how it's packaged, or how I got it anyway. So everything looks pretty decent. The only thing I see right yet that I'm a little disappointed in, there's no glass in it. So I'll have to figure that out. Well, I thought it would come with glass. Interesting. Yeah, maybe they forgot it, or maybe don't come with it. It looks like the cab is a little on the loose side there. And that's loose. And the light cap is off. As long as it works. That I'll have to figure out. Looks like fastener come loose. Ain't gonna hold that against them. That's kind of common. Get the lights. Yeah, there we go. Boom. Okay, so we need to get a fastener in there. All right. So that's just what I see right out the gate. Oil all over the place on it, but with testing everything else, and I mean, the way they brought it in, this thing did not remain upright. You can tell it was tilted, and that's how they brought it in on a hand truck, tilted, and then they did lay it down nice and everything, at least while I was watching. So, anywho, all right. So first impression, I mean, it's a monster. That thing is a monster. I can't even, I will compare it with my other equipment when we get it out, but this thing is a monster. Wow. I've got the stack details. Doors open. Looks like most of the hinges are fastened nice. Okay. So let's get this thing finished unboxing and pull it out of here. All right, let's take this crate apart.
Those come in handy.
And a little bag of goodies, some O-rings, which we know I've used those before already. A little adapter piece there, some tube, it's a pretty big tube there. So the first thing I noticed, these hydraulic lines are huge. A lot of packing, so the box is stuff. Okay. Good flex line there. On the other side. Alright, got some plastic straps here. do is get a weight on this thing. I'm so excited about that. I want to weight on this thing right out the gate. So, all right, before we get a weight on this thing, again, as I'm unboxing, I'm giving you my first impression. So, you know, whether I like it or dislike it, I'm gonna let you know. I like it. It already has the cat stickers on it. It's got the nice cat 6015B on there. That looks fantastic. So they're not the best stickers. They're a paper sticker. So probably what I'll do is I will go over that with some clear coat, something to kind of lock those up, or they will get to looking like trash fast. So that is the first thing that I need to do before even running this machine, because you can see some of them are already starting to want to pop up and stuff. So they're not the best stickers, but I like that it is stickered, and it is the cat stickers. Fantastic. All right, so let's go ahead and get a weight on it. I got my heavyweight scale, so we're good up to 240 pounds on this, 250 capacity. I'm zeroed out. So let's see if we can get this beast weighed. I don't think it's near as heavy as what they were saying. All right, we are completely clear of the box. So it's a lot lighter than I was anticipating. We're coming in at, what is that, 102 pounds? Almost 103. That's 102. So 102 pounds. I was anticipating 120. So with battery weight, you know, we're only going to add a couple of pounds to it with battery weight. So it's a lot lighter than I anticipated. Maybe it's because the glass is missing. Just kidding. Anyway, so door opens and it clears the rails. So that's nice. This is supposed to be the on-off switch here. So, man, I wonder why the glass ain't in there. I don't like that. No air conditioning, I guess, either, right? All right, nice wide tracks. Yeah, I was expecting to have some help unloading this thing, but I think I'll be able to just lift it by myself. I thought I was getting stronger there for a minute, but it kind of turns out it's just lighter. That's cool. I like those details. All right, let's open this up. Let's get this packing out of here. See what we got. Should be our oh, no way, it come with a battery. Okay, I didn't expect that. Hoorah. Nice. So, never heard of this brand before, but still, I mean, LiPo's a LiPo. That's a 5200 milliamp 3S LiPo. Nice, it even came with fuel. Like it. Awesome. So it's got a radiator. Looks like the radiator's just kind of hanging out loose in there. Not sure if I'm fond of that. You can see there's a little bit of oil down in the bottom.
I haven't had a machine come yet. JDM, any of my other machines, they all seem to have a little bit of oil running around in them. But you got, you know, and these guys are putting these things together and testing them, just as long as it doesn't leak while I'm running it. You know, I'd hope that they'd have all that taken care of. But we'll wipe this machine down, fire it up, and do some leak tests. But that's a nice big radiator, which is an actual radiator. It's not just for looks. That's an operational radiator to cool the oil. That'll be nice. And then the deck plate sits on top of, I don't think you can see the servos. They got the servos down in there, so there's our reversing valves underneath this plate. You see all the lines coming in right there. And then nice little open deck plate right here. Seems pretty secure. And then our, looks like it's a brushless turn motor. Not a huge one, but, and they get a lot of torque out of these brushless motors, and if it's geared right, it'll give you a lot of power. Focus. There we go. That is a good looking. I like the way that looks. That's nice. And you can tell we're brushless drives dropping down in. There's our hole for our wiring going to the track drives. Got these guys. They're not the prettiest. Just some screws. I don't know, they're thumb screws. I don't know if they're holding something on or if they're just there for looks. But there's some thumb screws there anyway. See, these are thumb screws. So that's a little wobbly. Door on that side. That works. Got these doors. There's no backing plate on these, so they'll push past. So I don't like that. I might have to put some backer. It looks like we just need to put maybe a magnet or something down there. Hold those doors closed. Keep them from pushing all the way through. It's not a biggie. See, don't want to. Those will be open for a little while until I do a little bit of detailing work on this machine. Boop. See. All right. Same with these. Looks like none of the backing. There's no magnets or anything holding those on. Oh, if I can get that door open. Reach through. Okay. Just reach through and push that one open. Okay. So it looks about like the same size motors on the 4200 XL, roughly. Maybe a little bit bigger. Yeah, that might be a little bit bigger motor. Nice. That's a big pump. That is a nice big pump. Yeah, that is a bigger motor than on the 4200. At first glance, it looked close. But once I got a view of that front end there, you see that's a pretty big motor. All right, so our motor and pump is there. I don't see, this is probably our pressure adjustment. I don't see a pressure valve as far as being able to see what the system pressure is. So no gauge. Thought it would have a gauge on it. Nice little steps. I like the little details they put in there. Instead of just cutouts, it's notched, so it looks like a step. So that is, I like that detail. That's good. I don't want to touch my stickers now that my fingers are all oily. All right, then in here, looks like we got some of our electronics stuffed in here, and you're not going to be able to see that. I just see some wiring running through there. Looks like that's where our ESCs are going to be located is in there. It'd be nice if that was a openable door, so that was maintenanceable. But at least, I mean, just what, probably four screws. And it looks like no screws here. Now they might have done that to prevent it from rubbing on some of the electronics. It's secured here, but not right there. So we'll see if that's gonna, if there's something behind that's gonna cause problems, we'll leave it like that. Otherwise, we might throw some screws in there. Hopefully these LEDs work. That will be nice. Get all this lighting. These LEDs are gonna just be the bomb. I just know it. I'm not gonna even address this dinky little bucket right now. Let's get around this machine. Again, the steps have that cut out, so they actually look like nice steps getting up to this machine. So the door's a little bit of disappointment there. Look at the back. That thing's a beast. I mean, it's a beast. I mean, my hand, it's just, this thing's huge. All right, let's see if we're done on this side of the machine. Now this is, look at the oil lines. That is, I think that's like 1/4-inch copper right there. 1/4-inch copper tubing running. Not the best bends. I noticed they're a little kinky. Let's see if I can get that to focus. The lines are a little bit kinky in spots. There, little kink. They soldered this, which is fine. I don't mind solder joints at all. I can redo those myself. Compression joints for our a little bit heavier plastic lines here. Nice little line protectors. Trying to help keep those from kinking while they're bending. We'll see how those last, because that's all throughout here. So hopefully I can get access to that tubing. Shouldn't be a problem. I see the wiring running all over for the lights. We found that loose, like the screws, no problem, tighten those up. We'll get that tight. The cap being off, I mean, I've lost the cap on my dozer a time or two, just get bumped and knocked off. So that's not a problem either. The glass for me is a problem. I do not like that. But if everything else works, mechanically this thing works good, I can deal with it. All right, so let's see if I can hurt myself getting this thing off of here. I think, and that's it in the packaging. There's nothing else in the box. Not a super sturdy box, but it was sturdy enough. All right. Watch for pinch points. Bend at the knees. Okay. Off the scale. Still zeroed out. It's 102 pounds with the battery. I was expecting a little bit more weight, throwing some batteries in there, but that's with it. And what's cool, let me get the camera here. We're gonna do this side now. Slide her over. Big battery bay. I will be able to easily tandem a couple of batteries in there and just run them in parallel so that I can have 10,000 milliamps running. That's a big pump motor. So I imagine it's gonna suck up the juice pretty good. Oh yeah, we gotta fix that. Let's check the door. It's so loose. There's no handles on the doors. I'll have to put handles on these doors too if I want to put magnets on there. Oh, look at this. That's bad. That's bad. Oil on the sticker. Be right back. All right, that's a little disappointing. They were good quality stickers, no problem, but that's a bummer right there. Got oil on the sticker. Not my fault. And it happened, so it's just something I'm gonna have to deal with. So you can see the discoloration. It's gonna look goofy, but hey, it's already looking like a used machine. Dig it. Yeah, that right there. So there's a little tab in the bottom right there. That slides. But boy, I make use of this. Put cones and stuff in there. All kinds of stuff. Room for storage on this machine. So we'll probably put some handles on here for these doors. Now these ones don't need it because they're easy access up top, but some of these little doors need some handles. My guard for my fan right there. Okay, well, we showed the cab. Oh, I don't have a little dude. I thought it was gonna come with a little dude. It looks like the little guy was kind of glued in there at some point. I don't want a little guy anyway. The guys they send are ugly little dudes. I have to wind up putting them on shovel work, most of them. Or sticking them in some Huina equipment. I gotta do the glass. That's gonna drive me nuts. I gotta have glass. No glass, no bueno. This is gonna get so dusty in here. Looks like my LED is popping out of there. I don't like that. We'll see. Make sure that works. Because that's all like popping out of its frame and stuff there. See that? I don't like that. So hopefully that's nothing major. Carefully dig into that a little bit. The seating is not secured, which is normal. But that is fine because we got to have access to the wiring and everything. So that's our access. See how the cab is secured on there. And we'll have to pull that cab off and throw some glass in it. Be nice if it came with it. So no steps here, but I got the other machine. So there's two different 6015Bs that you can get. This is the different model that has the stairs. Yeah. So that's pretty awesome. And that's why I went with this model, because you guys know I like to do my stop motion and everything. Now I don't like how they did the stairs, because they should be, I guess if they went to that level. So might need to put a little lock on there so they only go down to that level instead of going all the way, because that would be probably the level that they should be at. And you just step up onto the stair here. So when I do my stop motion, so I'll need to do something to lock that in place. That needs just a little tweak. And then that goes up like so. I don't know, I think the ladder goes up further, technically. I think I might have to do something with this guy, because I think that ladder is supposed to be up in this range. I'll have to look at some pictures of the scale. So it needs to lock in place there. So that'll put this whole deck at just a slightly different than what it is on the other 6015B model. So depending on which one you want, they've got both of these. Just that up so that guy just catches a little bit, which is not a problem. I like the rail tight, that's fine. I'll just put it in place. That I don't know about. I'll take some pictures, look at that. So this step right here looks like it bent just a little bit. Oh, and I just broke it off. Oops. I was just trying to give it a little tweak. Oh. There was only 3 screws in it too. Well, shame on me. Going breaking things. But it was up into the track area here too. So, yeah, I'll tweak those out a little bit with my vise. See if we can salvage some. They didn't even, I don't know, those are, I might have to go with a different screw because I don't know what those attached to, because look at that, that's just sliding in and out of there. And that one's pretty tight. It don't seem like any of those are loose. So unless there's some threads, let's see if I can get. I just don't see any threads back in there. There's something. Maybe I just need some longer screws. It's still loose, but it is grabbing something back in there. But for where they were at, they weren't hardly grabbing nothing. So I might have to put some different screws in or longer ones. We'll see. I need to tweak that a little bit first. So there's that. All right. Motors look pretty nice. Let's see, let's look at the wiring. There we go. So, I think that wiring should be out of the way for the most part. Goes up into the frame, right in there. Running externally from there. Might want to, I'll look and see. I don't think I'm going to have any problems with that. We'll see how deep this thing sinks into the dirt and rock. Go from there. But underneath, it's looking pretty decent. But let's see what kind of slough this thing has. It's not bad. That's pretty good. Now, if it stays that and doesn't get looser, I think I can deal with that. That's not bad. Oh, moving on. So that covers all the fancy stuff back here. Might have to add a little bit of weight to this machine though. It's only 100 pounds, 102. I think she might need another few pounds added to her. We'll see how she digs. If she's got a lot of power, which I mean these are some big hydraulics, man, for this size machine. Now, I mean, this is pretty much a strictly digging machine. So there's no other attachments that I know of for this guy at this point. But this is kind of a mining vehicle, so big work. And that's what I plan on using it for. Getting over here in these rocks, getting those rocks moved. So there's no mirror material on the mirrors, so we'll need to do some stuff with that. Let's see that camera to focus in on that. But it's screwed in, so we'll have to sand those screws down and stuff. Yeah, I gotta get that cab tightened up. All right, so the arms. Let's take a look at the arm. Let's look at some impressions on the arm. So it's definitely lighter. 10, which is fine as long as the strength is there. So it looks like some pin retainers bolted in both sides. There's the pin. So I'd say this one's probably more for looks, and I'm betting that pin is welded to that ear right there. So, but it looks like it's pretty solid, a little loose on the corner right there. Not bad. We'll see if we wind up with any weak points. I know a welder though. I like the ribs that they put in right there, because you're gonna get rock and it's gonna jam up and stuff right against that. Extra strength. All right, a little bit of scratching right there, so it looks like the teeth will reach up to that point right there. So, all right. Well, pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Looks like they might have had some issues with this one leaking. It's like they might have put some kind of Loctite. Get that zoomed in there. Might have put some Loctite type material or something on that. So we'll watch for leaks right in there. Okay. Well, overall, I mean, it's a beast. It's big. That bucket. Let me grab a bucket so you guys can get an idea. All right. So give you guys an idea. If you have one like the 4200 XL or the 360L. So this is the big 360L bucket for digging. All right, so we're pretty similar, just a little bit bigger this way on that one. So quite a bit bigger digging bucket on there. That's quite a bit of cubic inch. Here's the bucket for the Komatsu, and so that's big. I mean, that's a big bucket. Take it over to the side over there. Boom. And you can see we're only a few inches difference on that, so that's gonna load up that truck pretty quick if I can get full scoops with it anyway. All right, if you want to see it tape measured, at least with inches, we're 7 inches to the outside, so 6 3/4 I would put it at for our interior space. So that's pretty good. We do have a little bit of space taken up with the bracing in here on it. So hopefully it will be strong. If not, I know a welder. But it's got some good backing on it. There, so teeth are welded on. So they seem like a pretty decent shape, and I mean, pretty large amount of space on the teeth too. You know, so we're talking almost probably 3/4 to an inch for the teeth. Let's burn an inch here. Yeah, about an inch long on the teeth. Yeah, that's pretty good. So that'll give you some nice scratching, break up the material before you get in there and scoop it up. So that looks good. All right, I guess now it's time to fire this thing up and see what it'll do.